Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Raheem Mostert, the 49er.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 39, Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
2nd and 7.
Nathan Shepard brought him down. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 26-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Le'Veon Bell.
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
He was tackled at the 27.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 56, Mike 56. All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. Yeah, ready? 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners' 21-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
56, right there, 56. Blue there. Mike 56, Mike 56.
The give is to Bell. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Again, the ball carrier.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning defensive player of the week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
What we got? 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Intended for Brashad Perriman. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
3-3. Brett Maher to kick off for the Jets.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
his first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 80! Strip that ball.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Jets 3. Robbie Gould.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
There you go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Catch made there by Travis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I know he ain't got it.
A give to Bell. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the... Original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Here we go, Science. 56 and 80. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Now it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Marr is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
Eight yards to go on second down.
11. Hey, gun.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10.
Makes the score Jets 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sick.
Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, 76 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Able to connect with Mims. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold on first down. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 31, Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Darnold now to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The tackle.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he?
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
Now a give to Mostert running right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Garoppolo's no gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to the running game with Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Now they're going to hold serve. The defense stops him. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that.
Bell, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Markello Witherspoon on the cover.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense.
Niners take over
1st and 10.
at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 53 flat. Check 53 flat. Don't get nervous. Check 26. Check 26.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers, and now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's the... And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DJ Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
It's now.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety. And the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Now, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
A gain of 18 on the play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But